Hi again, everyone. I'm going to be recording this in the midst of a bunch of chaos in the house, but it can't be helped right now. Um, the Father gave confirmation to, um, you guys remember a couple weeks ago where Father was calling us to intercession. And I think the video is Sons, It's Time for Intercession or something like that. But I felt pressed in my spirit. The Father the Ruach dropped something in my spirit. Here, Giovanni, dropped something in my spirit to come on and talk with you all about, uh, you know, um, this being the part of the age that it is. We're coming into where Father is separating people out, as we know, and also turning those over to their reprobate mind, etc., giving people enough space to repent. And if they're not going to be repentant, then it's also a time where the door to the ark is open. But where Father said the end of all flesh has come before me, that means flesh within each and every one of us. And like I said before, that the flesh or the mixture in us is being purged, okay, so that we can get in the ark, etc. Now, what he said today is he was talking about families to me, just kind of briefly touching on family type relationships. And as the separation is going to go on in the world, you have to understand that our families are part of that world, okay? Those of us who are sons, our DNA has changed, of course, so it puts us in a different bloodline, on and so forth. And if you haven't watched any of those videos, go back to Born of Elohim, uh, parts 1 through 3, I think. It's been a little bit since I've looked at that. I'm going to be honest, everything's been chaotic, so it's been hard for me to keep track, mentally of things. But what the Father was saying today is that, the separation of the world is going to happen in our own family units. And so I got directed to Matthew chapter 10, okay? And I'm going to start reading in verse 34, where Yeshua says, Matthew 10:34, and these are in red, okay? Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Okay, see, he's talking about, even in your own household, all right, there's going to be that separation, and you're not going to have anything in common with them. But intercede on their behalf. That's what he's calling us to, is to intercede for those who have not wanted to submit to the Father, those who don't know the Father, people that are lukewarm, people that are stuck in religion, okay, all that. And it goes on to say, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. See? He that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. See, he's saying, he's like real cut and dry on this. He that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. Okay? And he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Okay. Even though that's in the Gospels, like what milk babies start on Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, that's really stern, very stern. And if we look at that and understand, in this part of the age and what Father's doing right now, don't be surprised if family members will turn against you, or if they want to treat you just ugly, you know, and treat each other ugly, because this is the time that we're in right now, you guys. And all the things that are written, prophetically, yeah, I mean, we can look at Daniel, we can look at Revelation, we can see what's happening in the world, but, down into the nuclear part of our little sphere, our little bubble that we live in, all these things are going to happen as well. And, what are we going to do when Father shuts the door to the ark and seals it? You know, if you guys remember when that happened with Noah and his family, if you could consider what it was like to be sitting in there with Armageddon, apocalyptic things going on outside that ark, and they could hear that. It wasn't just like they were in like this little sound barrier and they didn't hear anything, they didn't understand what was going on or anything like that. I mean, it happened around them. They were protected in the ark, but they could hear and they could comprehend. So, with the separations being made and the judgments that are coming and all these things, you guys, it's really time for us. I mean, the adversary is working overtime. He's pulling out all his big guns to keep us distracted and to try to beat us down. But we're going to have to stand and, do some soul talk. Soul, we will do what the Father is asking us to do, and that is to intercede on behalf of others. You will not be self-serving. You will not self-comfort. You will not, etc. And even in my own self, I am having that problem too. So it is all over the whole planet, in all the sons, in all the sheep, the lambs, of Father, and the wicked world. Everybody is in a crunch, and it's coming in more and more intensity, seems like, as every day passes, you guys. So, the Father pressed me to come on and say this, read those verses, and start at 34 in chapter 10 and end in 39. So it's 5 verses, and I encourage you guys to word study that, and seek the Ruach and find the spirit of what is written there, and ask for your eyes, to be opened, your understanding to be open, because this is dire. I mean, this is very, very stern what Yeshua is saying. He's like, you guys are going to have to come down to making a hard decision. But if you deny me, then it's your forever decision. We can't allow anyone or anything to come before him right now, not even our own self. So with all that being said, I just wanted to come on and, press you guys to look at that and see, and you Nazarites, you guys, it's just going to be even more intense as well on that. And the sons, you guys, pull them swords out. Get your battle axes and go. And so anyway, hopefully I'll be able to come. I know I keep saying this about this ARC study because I know I keep bringing it up and bringing it up, but um, it's intense. It's intense right now, and the Father has us all covered, and He's leaving that ark open, but He's pressing us, and we're getting, smacked around from the other side. But anyway, we will prevail because Yeshua overcame, we will overcome. So, anyways, blessings and shalom. I speak that upon all of you all, and encourage you to just get close with the Father, okay? Till next time, I love you guys, okay? Mwah. Bye bye.